Part 3, change of base property. The change of base property for log says that if a and b are positive numbers that are not equal to 1, and x is a positive number, then the log base b of x equals the log base a of x divided by the log base a of b. So we can take any log of base b, whatever that base is, and change it to a different base by using this formula. Now we will prove this later on, but let's first talk about how to use this. So if I have the log base 7 of x minus 10, and I want to change it to base e, so I'm going to follow along with this formula right here. So this b is the 7, this x, instead of x, I have x minus 10, and I want to change this base to e, which is so natural log base e. So the log base 7 of x minus 10 would be equal to the log base e of x minus 10 divided by the log base e of 7. So the numerator, we have the log of this argument of the log function. The denominator, we have the log of the base of the original expression here. So that's how we can change the base. Now, the reason you might want to change the base is that most scientific calculators will only do base 10 or base e. Now, you might have a calculator that does other bases just fine, but a lot of our calculators will only do base e or base 10. So if we can change something to base e or base 10, that can just make it easier to evaluate and approximate what that log is equal to. So let's try just using our calculator to find the following. So the natural log of 10. Most of your calculators will do natural logs, so you don't even need the change of base formula. It should be about 2.30259. So let's think about what this means. E to what power is 10? Well, we figured out in a previous lesson that e squared was 7 point something. So we know it needs to be bigger than 2 to get to 10. So e to the 2.3 something will be about 10. How about the log of 10? Now this is log base 10 if it's not written there. So 10 to what power equals 10? That one's 1. We didn't need our calculator for that one either. How about the log of 2/3? You can do this one on your calculator. You should have the LOG button, the log base 10, and that should be approximately equal to negative 0.17609. So why is it negative? We're saying 10 to what power is 2/3? Well, 2/3 is smaller than 10, so we know we need a reciprocal to get there. So 10 to the negative something power will be 2/3. What about this one, log base 3 of 29? So if your calculator does not do a log base 3, we need to do something else. So using the change of base formula, we could write this as the natural log of 29 divided by the natural log of 3. You could also use the common log, so you'd have common log of 29 over the common log of 3. And you could use any base you want. We're just going to pick a base that our calculator will use. It could be any other base, but if our calculator doesn't do log base 3, it won't do, say, log base 58, right? So we're going to use the natural log or the log. Now, when you put this in your calculator, make sure that you're closing the parentheses on that 29, or you will get an incorrect answer, but it should be approximately 3.06504.